Hello, everyone. My name is Marvin Chen. Work for Holtek as sales representative in charge of Europe sales region. So in the previous session, Holtek brought lots of interesting solution and marketing information to you, which is quite useful for your further promotion activity. In the last session of MPP, we are going to talk about general product, which is more focused on the product specification. We divided our new product into 4 sections. So we have 32-bit MCU, 8-bit MCU, peripheral, and charger management. When we talk about the battery-driven devices, people always ask, how long does the battery last? People don't want to change the battery too often. Therefore, there are only 2 ways to extend the runtime. The first one is to extend the battery capacity. The other one is to reduce the power consumption from the device. That's why the ultra low power MCU is always get lots of attention from engineers. So this year we have 2 new products. Look at your left-hand side. This is our standard 32-bit MCU family. Right-hand side, we extend our product family. This year we have 2 new products. We enhance the real-time clock. We enhance the security IP, and we add USB port. Let's look into the product feature. For our new product, we increase the flash memory size to maximum 128 KB and maximum the operation frequency to 48 MHz. A 12-bit ADC and 2 channel of comparator. And we integrated the temperature sensor and V reference and enhance real-time clock with hardware calendar. And we can support 5-volt GPIO, which means you don't need external level shift circuit. For the new product, we use flash accelerate. It delivers faster and more efficient result. If we talk about active current per megahertz, our new product has a 55% lower than previous generation. If we talk about deep sleep current, our new product has a 47% lower than previous generation. That is quite attractive. So we have a wide range of power saving mode. You can select it. In deep sleep 3 mode, the power consumption is less than 1 microampere. So here's the comparison between the standard MCU and our ultra low power MCU family. So I just quickly go through because some of them are the same spec. The security IP, we add AES 128 and the RNG, random number generator, which is very good for your security application. And the real-time clock, we has a timestamp, the perpetual calendar, hardware calibration function. For the 12-bit ADC, yes, it's an integrated temperature sensor and the V reference, so you don't need the external component to have such function. It supports 5-volt GPIO, so as I mentioned before, you don't need level shift for the external components in the circuit. Let's take a look at the comparison between the previous generation ultra-low power MCU and the new ultra-low power MCU. We increased the flash memory to 128 KB, and we add a USB port and the security IP, and we enhance the real-time clock. We add 2 channels of comparator. For the GPIO, it's the same. Both of them can support 5-volt GPIO. This ultra-low power MCU is a general purpose. It can use lots of application. Here is the example is a temperature logger. So this is a battery-driven devices. So you can see the black diagram. It has a I/O port for the indicator and the sensor input, maybe the temperature sensor. And for the UART and I2C, you can connect to module, maybe Bluetooth module, LED, LCD module, or sensor module. For the US port, you can upgrade the function, or you can download data to your PC. So the multiple power saving mode you can use for any kind of AI application. Again, we repeat the feature. Ultra low power in deep sleep mode, the power consumption is less than 1 microampere. Enhanced feature, enhanced security IP, enhanced real-time clock, and add 2 channel of comparator. Pin-to-pin compatible is you can make your design more flexible. Let's talk about the application. You can see it's all about the battery-driven application. Like a smoke detector. Usually the smoke detector is installed very high, like this one. So you don't want to change the battery too often. So some of our customers request 10 years battery lifetime. So our ultra-low power MCU can fit the require. And EDO locker, you don't want to be locked because of a run out of the battery. So you need ultra-low power MCU. Let's move on to our legacy 8-bit AD MCU. Till now, every year, Holtek sells more than 500 million 8-bit MCU over the world. Thanks to the good relationship and the long-term relationship with our supplier, so we can get the most stable and the best quality 8-bit MCU. So this year, we released 3 new products. So our 1K watt solution, 66F3126, we can use this to cover 1K watt old product. And our 2K watt solution, 3132, we not only has the best cost structure, and we also enhance the performance. We increase the WEP ROM, and we add more PWM channel. And for the 4K watt solution, we have 3142, which we want to replace 66F018 or 0185, this kind of series. So let's talk about the feature. So up to 4K watt flash memory, we enlarge the WEP ROM and 12-bit ADC, and increase the PWM channel. And the best thing is pin-to-pin compatible with the previous product. Okay, let's talk about the application. Yeah, you can use any kind of application. Consumer product, kitchen, industrial controller, power controller, LED, and other products. I think the best thing for 8-bit MCU is still low cost, simplicity, and excellent power efficiency. So engineers still want to use 8-bit MCU in the entry level to the middle level application. Let's move to our touch solution. Holtek delivered touch solution more than 15 years. So Holtek has a state-of-the-art the noise isolation technology. So touch solution is one of our strong selling MCU. Let's take a look at the new product. So this year we added 1 new product. So we increased the LCD Sigma, and we add over voltage protection, and the most important thing is we add UART to 3 channel, so make it a very good connectivity. It's good for controller or smart home hub and the smart home center controller. This kind of application need a good connectivity. Oh, let's talk about the feature. It has upgrade MCU performance. The LCD driver can support maximum 312 pixels, up to 24 touch key, and it support UR, I2C, and SPI. So the people is scared to use touch to control everything. So the application is huge. You can use it for bedroom, personal care, wearable device, security device, and any white good and home appliance. Let's talk about our keyboard solution. So the idea for this new product is in the past, a short period of time, the silver member is the price of silver member is hitting the sky high price. So the manufacturer want to reduce the cost. So they use a carbon membrane. But the downside for carbon membrane is it has a very high resistance. So it needs a special MCU to fit in. So we developed this new product. This is why we developed this product. Let's take a close look. So our product can support the USB port, of course, and it can support both silver and carbon membrane. The best thing for our product is USB with frequency tracking technology. So it means there's no need external crystal. You can reduce the BOM cost. Let's take a look at the feature. Again, it supports carbon membrane and the USB port and the ROM size up to 4K, and the USB with frequency traction technology, no need external crystal. And it's integrated 3.3 volt LDO, so you can use it to power your peripheral. Let's take a look at the solution. You can see this is ASSP MCU, so the MCU has everything you need for keyboard application. You just use the I/O port to the LED indicator, key matrix, and use USB to connect to your PC. That's all. It's also passed the EMC test. And the simplified peripheral component, it means you can reduce your BOM cost. Let's talk about our voice MCU. So Holtek already has many voice MCU products. This year, we enlarged the flash size to 32 megabit, and it can store up to 1,360 seconds. It's equal 22 minutes. Let's take a close look. So the Holtek workshop can provide the technical support because we have a voice workshop. Holtek workshop is using a simple graphical user interface. This allows the user to easily integrate their program code with the audio file. It means it's a great help to reduce the time to market. And it has a Delta Sigma PWM, which can deliver high quality voice. And we use the flash type memory. You can reprogram your voice file. So it means you can reduce the inventory cost. Let's talk about the feature. The memory size up to 32 megabit, Delta Sigma PWM. And our voice compression protocol, we can support ADPC, these three protocols. And the voice workshop, we put on our website. You can download anytime you want. The voice flash, again, you can upgrade your voice because it's a flash type. Let's take a look at the solution. Normally, you can see our MCU is just like the voice player. You just need if you want to pair with a host MCU, we support one wire, two wire, SPI, I2C interface. If you don't want to pair with MCU, we can support direct mode. You can use key button to play the voice. And the PWM driver can push speak directly. You don't need the external audio amplifier. And the flash can store up to 22 minutes voice playback. And Delta Sigma PWM can deliver very good quality sound. Let's talk about the application. Voice home appliance, the voice blood pressure meter, which is good for senior people. We have an interesting design in Turkey. We have a talking tea machine, talking coffee machine, and we have a very good successful in Korea. We have a voice type smoke detector, and we also have a thermometer with a voice guideline in Japan market. This kind of voice guideline application is getting popular because the aging society is coming very soon, or in some country already in the aging society. So let's talk about our new product, LCD driver IC. This year we released our LCD driver IC. We put up to 24 key, and we support up to 8 pieces LED driver. We also put booster driver, and we can support up to 160 pixel LCD. Let's take a look at the feature. It's maximum 160 pixel, and it can support 1/3, 1/4 bias voltage, up to 24 keys, and 8 pieces of LED driver, and has a 4-level adjustable. And the booster output function also integrated. Let's take a look at the solution. Basically, it's a peripheral IC. You need to pair with the host MCU. If your MCU pair with this IC, you will have a LCD driver, LED driver. You can use LED driver as an indicator and or LCD backlight. And you also have a booster driver, the key matrix, key input. You can use, and you also use the I2C to communicate with the host MCU. So let's talk about our DC charger MCU. So this MCU is dedicated to single cell rechargeable lithium battery. So let's take a look. So for the vertical line, you can see we have a flash type and OTP type. And the horizon line, you can see we have a non-touch and the touch. The idea for supply the flash type and the OTP2 type because of under the development stage, because you need to fine-tune your software. So you can use flash type, it can reprogram. So you need to reprogram sometimes to fine-tune your software. So when your software becomes mature and you are going to mass production, you want the cost down, you can change to OTP type. The price between flash type and OTP type is a 20% gap. So that's a very good strategy. Let's talk about our non-touch MCU feature. Up to 4K watt room size, and it has a voltage and the temperature protection. Up to 1 ampere, the charging capability. As a good thing is flash type and OTP type are pin-to-pin compatible. So you don't need to put too much over to change your circuit. This is our touch MCU. Again, it's up to 4K watt room size, 1 ampere, the charging capability, and we have voltage and temperature protection, and the support 3-key touch, and pin-to-pin compatible flash and OTP type. Let's take a look at the solution. This is toothbrush and the shaver solution. So if you look into the MCU, you see we have a PWM. You can drive your motor. You will have IO, GPIO, can give a LED indicator, and also the TED switch. You can TED switch. And for the 12-bit ADC, you can use as current detection and voltage detection. So the typical charging capability for this kind of application is like 500 to 800 milliampere. So our spec is 1 ampere. So it's no problems to fit this kind of application. Let's take a look at the interesting solution. It's a skin detection shaver. So almost the black diagram is totally same. The only difference is you use the touch key. Use touch key to detect your skin as a on-off function. So you don't need to turn on, turn off. You just start the shaving, it will automatically turn on. So our solution can also use for lamp because use the PWM to drive the LED and use the touch key to provide the touch key or touch slide function. You can finish the touch desk lamp application. So let's talk about the MCU feature. So as I mentioned, this is for single-cell lithium battery charging controller. So this can provide 100 to 1 ampere charging capability. You can adjust by register. And the charging cycle is working independently without the MCU intervention. It's for safety purpose because sometimes the MCU hang on or shut down, so your battery will be taken care for safety reason. That's why no need MCU intervention is a good thing. So on the right-hand side, you can see the temperature controller building. When it detect the IC temperature is going up, we automatically lower the charging ampere. So it's also for safety reason. So for the library support, for the battery power calculation, we can provide the voltage detection and the Coulomb method. So it's depend on your product spec. You can choose one of them. For the touch software library, we also provide a touch switch and the skin detect. You can choose one of them, depend on your product spec. Okay, this page shows the application you can use for desk lamp, fan, wireless fans, flashlight, toothbrush, and facial cleaning devices. So, thank you. This is the end of the new product presentation. So, hope you have a pleasant journey.